I want those freaking knives on the ropes. I want those weapons.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Let's fucking go.
What?
But why is it Japanese?
What?
Oh, we cooked. They cooked.
What the fuck?
Let's fucking go.
Dude. Yes!
Oh, come on.
Holy shit!
This looks fucking awesome.
What a fun take. That's awesome.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh. You guys are never gonna see me again. You had it backwards. You're never gonna see me again. Ghost Rider. Going from like scene to scene, like hitting them across the thing. One is very Guilty Gear Strive, but also is very Injustice.
Dude, I can't believe it's not Capcom.
I mean, after Infinite, like,
Although,
And
my
honestly,
prediction wasn't this. It was the other
4v4.
side.
You had the opposite. Yeah.
And honestly, Arc System Works doing this?
Arc System Works is the best. This is the best thing that's ever happened. Like everything involved. This is the best thing for Arc System Works. This is the best thing for Marvel fighting games.
Yo, is this a Recipes 2XKO or what?
Yeah.
Dude, this looks sick as fuck.
So there's like people in Riot Studios that are like, fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it. 4v4 is also crazy. Whoa. Tokon Fighting Souls.
Marvel Tokon fights.
Yeah, that's tough for 2XKO because I also expect that game to come out in 2026.
And it's just like that no one's going to be able to remember the name.
They're changing the date.
Deadpool. That's a good trailer. Wolverine? Oh, we're going into the Arc System Works.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck is about to happen? Interesting, it's a PlayStation Studios game. PlayStation published. And PlayStation loves fighting games right now.
They love it. That's why they got the fighting stick.
They bought Evo, so gotta go hard.
I don't know if you've heard of Project Defiant.
行こうぜっていう連絡が来て、なんのこっちゃと思って、予定合わせて行ったんですけど、ちょっと飲んでる中で、実はアークの方でマーベルの格闘ゲームを作ってみないかというような提案をいただきまして。
do so well with Dragon Ball Fighters, it makes sense that more IPs look at them and go, oh, we should give them our game.
世界的に本当に有名な IP ですし、光栄だなと思いつつも、まず本当にうちの会社で大丈夫かなという不安もあり。
Dude, what a fun, unique style. Like, that's so great.
In the chat, High Qual says, lame short documentary. Just go read the PlayStation blog. You don't deserve to enjoy things. Go away.
The inspiration for working on this project really came from a place of pure fandom and wanting to say, why isn't PlayStation in this space?
So PlayStation approached us with this vision to bring Marvel back to the forefront of the tag fighting genre.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And that got us really excited because we had worked with them before on successful stuff like the Marvel Spider-Man franchise with Insomniac.
When it came to approaching Marvel, you have to kind of first float the idea and let them know, hey, we're thinking about approaching a company like Arc System Works to make a fighting game. We'd love to partner with you to do this really great collaboration. Would you be interested?
When they named the developer, that really perked up our ears. It's always refreshing to work with a team that will take on the challenge of tackling Marvel, putting their own spin on it, and then just uppercutting that challenge into the stratosphere. And that's what you get with this team. I mean, They couldn't make something boring if they tried.
社長からも本当に作れるんだったら
Dude, this changes
あの
Evo.
や
Like,
ってって
now
ことを
I'm
言
thinking
わ
about
れました
Evo. For, like,
まあ
after this is
話
going
を
to be
受けて
different.
しまった以上これは私がプロデューサーなのかなっていうところで
The tricky thing is that most
Like, this is combining
fans, including myself,
two
see
huge
this
fighting
as
game
a sacred
like
genre.
communities between
Marvel.
Arc
The
System
tough
Works stuff and
part
Strive, and then
is
the Marvel
finding a
fighting
partner
game
that's
community.
crazy enough to take on the task, because you either do something like this big and bold,
And the
or
Marvel
you don't
tag
do it
community
at
as
all.
well. You know, like that.
Yeah.
That's so
I feel
massive.
like I have a good grasp on their art style and how they would approach certain IPs. You come in with your kind of own expectations of, here's what I would expect to see from Arc System Works when they take on a Marvel IP. And what came up was something that went beyond that.
Damn, I know Capcom's pissed.
一番最初にマーベルさんに提出した時はなんとなくマイケルさんの反応はあんまり芳しくなかった
Capcom finally
印象があって
saw the X like
まあ
get
何
married
が
on
まずいの
Instagram.
か
They're
な
like,
ってい
damn,
ろ
it
いろ
really is
こうやっぱ
over.
り直接話していく
After they released all the
うちに
remasters for
もっと
Marvel
ア
vs.
ークの
Capcom games.
やりた
All
い
the collections.
マーベルを見せてくれというような話をいただいたことがあって
I remember personally the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければ分かると思うんですけどもかなり
I love that
こ
sword
う日本らしい
Gundam.
システムワークスらしいデザインっていうのが、出ているかなと思うのでマーベルの皆さんの反応がすこぶるよくてあこれなんだみたいないう感じで
Iron Man is supposed to be the sleek fighter jet, think luxury race car mixed with a brick house. And the fact that they added anime mech elements to him just felt really naturally at home.
One of the mantras that we have for this project is from Japan to the world, and really trying to take
I
not
love
just
Big
the
Eye
IP,
Spider-Man.
but gameplay mechanics and say, what can we really take from Japan, the creators that are doing awesome work here, and bring that to the global platform.
まあ特別なところいっぱいあるんですけどまあ本当にやっぱり強調すべきは、まあ、格闘ゲームのチ
Also,
ー
this is
ム
a great
バ
answer
ト
to
ル
the
の
live
中では
service
4対
stuff.
4というのがまず本当に意欲的で挑
Like,
戦
it's a
的な
great
ところだというと
collaboration,
ころ
but
と
also
When
like
Arc looks at these Marvel characters,
so much
it's not
potential for
simply
DLC,
just the
doing the
visuals, it's
esports
also
thing,
the gameplay mechanics.
doing
and
the
adding
Marvel
in
Rivals
that-
thing.
Yeah,
what
like
does
this is
that
gonna have
cost?
such
What
a
is gonna
life at
be something
Evo.
that's different.
Like this is a game
Up
that
until
lasts the
now,
entire
You've seen
generation.
tag fighters that have 2v2, 3v3. We felt like we just had to go 4v4. And in doing so, we found a lot of unique
That is a
and fun
very
ways
bold
to
choice. And I think
change up the
4v4
gameplay
shows
that I think
we're about to
players
get
are
a
going
lot
to be
of
very
Yeah, no, we're
excited
gonna
to
get
see.
so many characters.
まあ今回4対4というまあ革新的なところにチャレンジしている中で4キャラクター練習しないと勝てないんじゃないのとか安心してください。
Learning 4 characters is extremely daunting, but the team at Arc System Works has found a way to design a system that adapts to your playstyle. So you can either duke it out as just the leader and 3 assists,
reactor.
or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
I don't think a lot of people thought this day would be here, would come. You know, this has just been an awesome journey, and I'm excited that we get to be able to share it with all the fans out there.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of fighting games, they never get to experience this level of production, and it's just a dream to even be working with these two great partners.
それは決してビジネスという枠組みではなくて、まあ、それぞれの強い思いの中でこのタイトルを成功させよう、いいゲームにしてファンに届けようと
The 3 companies have come together to do this, and I think we really are going to make something magical here.
このタイトルですね、まだまだ開発途中ではありますが続々とキャラクターも発表していきたいと思いますしキャラクター以外のコンテンツというところも今後いろいろ出ていくと思います今しばらく楽しみにお待ちいただければなと思います
So
Stay tuned.
bright.
Yeah.
I love that the music, it sounds like a video game. It
Yeah.
sounds like a classic
Yeah.
fighting game. This episode's brought to you by X-Real. Y'all know that a few months ago, my life changed forever when I brought a pair of X-Real 1 AR glasses on a long flight to New York. I legit could not believe how easy it is to use and high quality my experience was playing games, watching movies, TV shows on the plane without just too much extra stuff around me or, especially not, a giant goofy headset around my head. No joke, this is my favorite new tech product in years and it has earned a permanent spot in my travel bag. It is only hard to believe that it works as well as I'm saying until you try X-Real 1 AR glasses for yourself. And then you will see that the future is now. The tech is here. Connect X-Real 1 glasses to wherever you are playing, whether it's a handheld console, a PC, phone, home console. You just get a massive 150-inch virtual screen anywhere, anytime, for any game. Gaming on the go like a long-haul flight, you need the X-Real 1. Neck starting to hurt from staring down at your handheld? We've all been there. You need an X-Real 1. A screen as big as your wall. Instant plug and play with all of your devices via USB-C. Built-in audio with sound by Bose, anchoring your screen anywhere in space. It's awesome. It just works. Zero latency at 1080p full HD. These are what make X-Real 1 a must-have. And we hear X-Real 1 Pro is coming soon with an even bigger virtual screen. Hit our link below to get your X-Real glasses today. There's nothing better than when a sponsor of Kinda Funny is something that we are legitimately obsessed with, and that is exactly the case here with X-Real. You're gonna hear me talking about these forever. Go to xreal.com for more. And then finally, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. This comes from Arc System Works, PlayStation Studios. It's a 4v4 tag battle fighting game coming to PS5 and PC in 2026 from Japan to the world. Wow, what a pitch-perfect game announcement. I loved how they did this. What a genuine surprise. Game looks freaking fantastic. Has such a... To take Marvel these days and have a unique take on it, I think is very difficult. Yeah. But they pulled it off, and I loved the little rewind tease telling the documentary story of like how the game came to be. Cool stuff. This closing the show, I thought was a 10 out of 10 win.
I thought that that's why they said the whole presentation was going to be about 15 minutes shorter, because they didn't want to count that portion. And people go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're giving us this documentary with instead of game, announcements or whatever. I thought it went on a little too long, but still really damn
You
cool.
hate devs.
Yeah. I mean, the documentary stuff worked for me, but that's also because, like, I'm so into how the fuck did you do this, right? Of the PlayStation Studios publishing it, Marvel, and then Arc System Works. This is such a meeting of like three very distinct things that you don't often see happen this way, and it's the perfect storm of, oh yes, this makes sense to give a Marvel fighting game to Arc. Sorry, Capcom. But yeah, like this is really cool, right? I think especially coming off of Guilty Gear Strive, but even more so Dragon Ball FighterZ, which is a game that really hit the masses and people loved. Dragon Ball FighterZ did such a good job of being approachable and accessible to an amount of people that might not be super duper fighting game nerds, but that had an auto combo system where you can just kind of mash and, be as competent as you can right at that level, and you could have fun with that game even if you're a casual player. I imagine this game is going to have that similar thing of trying to appeal to the hardcore players that are coming off of being in the Marvel versus Capcom community or the Arc System Works games communities, right? But then at the same time, hitting the casual PlayStation audience that see a Marvel game, see that it looks cool, want to play it, and then pick it up and get to mash the way through and have a good time. Like, I'm so fascinated by what other decisions are you going to have as far as like, is there going to be a story mode situation? Because that would be such a slam dunk.
There has to be, right?
I would hope so, right? Like, I think there have been so many strides in story modes and fighting games in the last generation and a half that it would be such a slam dunk to have that. But
did Guilty Gear have? Do they do story mode stuff there?
Yes,
in the more old school traditional way,
Yeah.
of like
And I
little
feel like
tiny things.
And I feel
Visual
like
novelty.
Fighters was kind of the same way, right?
Fighters had like a story to it. They had an original character and
Gotcha.
like a weird story, but I didn't even play much of that because it
Okay.
didn't feel like the highlight of the game.
Okay.
But I think here you would be more incentivized to appeal to a Western audience as far as what you do with a story. Like, I hope they look at either Tekken and Mortal Kombat and go, all right, even if it's short, even if it's a 2 to 3 hour thing, like let's have some cutscenes with dialogue and like give you a unique story in the Marvel universe, because not many people get the chance to do this. So I hope we see that. And also I'm just very excited to see what this roster is going to be, because 4v4 is insane. I don't know if I'm sure there have been fighting games that have done that, but not any of like the big ones that I remember. So with that, you're going to have a large roster of characters. Who are we going to see? Throw Black Panther in there. I don't think we saw Hulk in the trailer. Like, throw Hulk in there. Throw everybody. Throw, like, the B tier characters. C tier.
See a bunch of X-Men.
Yeah.
God, it looks good. So yeah, that was the PlayStation State of Play. I want to get to a couple super chats before we close out here. Also, the Blessed, one of your predictions, correct? No marathon.
No marathon.
No marathon at
No
all.
fair games either.
Yeah.
Does that surprise you?
No.
Okay.
I guess no multiplayer stuff at all. Surprised me a little bit.
Gotcha.
Alex Frazier says, remember when they said 2023 for Wolverine and that felt like a distant future? That's wild.
Is that what they said?
They never said 2023 for Wolverine.
Well, 2023 did feel like a far away time. At
Yeah,
one
that
point.
was that was when Elden Ring.
I'm
came out.
gonna bring up the OG teaser. See.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
no year on that teaser.
2022, right?
Did the trailer come out in 2020? No, that was like
2021 was the PlayStation showcase where Wolverine showed up.
Now, see, that's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
that's even crazier.
You say that, and that sounds crazy, yeah, but like.
Dustin King says 10 out of 10 show. Neo 3, let's fucking go. Neo 2 is truly an incredible game, and I'm so excited for them to get back to their excellence. And a demo today, incredible. You don't even know. Bam says 10 out of 10. It's Marvel, baby, not by Capcom.
It's Marvel, baby.
So good, man. Come on.
I need
God, if they announce a Capcom fighting game that's all the Capcom characters, it's gonna be hype as fuck.
see because now I'm like, what license can they get? Hit up DC, be like, yo, let us.
Oh
do
my
it.
god!
Oh my God, DC versus
DC
Capcom.
versus Capcom would be such a good clap.
After this
I'll just do
breakup, Capcom's gonna be posting nonstop on Instagram like how great their life is.
I'm so healthy now.
God, that's so funny.
Fucking Hanna-Barbera versus Capcom. Just going out with anybody.
Yeah.
Christopher Holland says that state of play was garbanzo beans with a little smiley poop emoji. Bonus Prime says 8 out of 10. Well-rounded show, nothing huge, nothing offensive. Lil Wade says 8 out of 10 only because of Neo 3. Best Soulsborne in my opinion. Let's go. Guitar Hero Arrow says almost shat myself at Creative Business Unit 3 thinking it was a Final Fantasy 16 spin-off or something. Excited to play Tactics though. Yeah, I'm right there. I'm excited that Tactics is being remade.
You can't
remade,
show off that
whatever.
logo.
But showing that logo, it's like, oh
They
fuck,
cheating.
man. Yeah, there we go, everyone. Guess what? The day's not over though. It
Oh
is
my
for
God.
now, but we will be back in just a few short hours, kicking off our Switch 2 launch party. I am very, very excited to play some Mario Kart. So thank you for hanging out with us all day and all night tonight, and all day again tomorrow, and just over and over and over till the end of time. So much fun stuff to do. Until next time, I'm going to go get some Taco Bell. Bye.
Astro.